Now, to the section which I've been teasing so much. Right. I've been talking about how terrible the Department of Justice is. I've got a little intro to this, but then I've got the main course. All right. So I've got, first of all, it's got a little bit more evidence that the Trump's Department of Justice is appalling. I think they are becoming my most hated part of the new administration. Even more than Doge.
Even more than ICE?
Even more. Oh, I don't hate ICE as much as I hate Doge.
No.
I mean, I disagree with what ICE are doing.
Yes.
But I don't hate them. Whereas I really, really have no time for Doge
or Dodge.
And Dodge. Yeah, maybe it's DO. Maybe I hate those. Watch out, reindeer. I'm going to kill your women. I don't like those. And in Sound of Music, oh, I'm ropeable. The beginning of every song. Okay.
That was fantastic. Thank you.
All right, but anyway, I really don't like the DOJ at the moment at all. And just my palate cleanser. We heard about a guy called Edward Kelly recently. He was pardoned after assaulting police on January 6th.
An Ed Kelly assaulting police.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Very good. Very good. That's sharp.
Nowhere near as good as Doe.
But he was also hoping to overturn a conviction for conspiring to murder FBI agents who investigated him. You see, he allegedly planned to use drones to bomb the FBI branch in Tennessee.
Bold.
Nasty dude.
Yeah,
nasty
wow.
dude. Even though that conspiring didn't occur on January 6th, it happened because of the events of January 6th, right?
Ah, okay.
So he was hoping that the pardon for January 6th would cover that as well. So he was pardoned for assaulting police on January 6th.
Yeah.
He then conspired to murder FBI agents as a result of the investigations of him for January 6th. And he said, well, if I'm pardoned for January 6th, without January 6th, they're not investigating me and I'm not trying to kill them. So I should be pardoned for trying to kill them, yeah?
That's airtight.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. No qualms whatsoever.
His lawyer said, in this instance, there can be no dispute that Kelly's case in this court is related to the events of January 6th and therefore is covered by the president's executive action.
Well, of course, that's what you'd say if you're his lawyer. Yeah.
There's a bit of Dennis Denuto about this lawyer, I feel. But anyway, for those who've got no idea what I'm talking about, especially if you're overseas, look up The Castle.
It's just the vibe of the thing.
It's a movie, an Australian movie. But he's not the only one trying for this defence. David Daniel is facing child porn charges at the moment. And he says pretty much all of the evidence of the child porn crimes came from his house being raided because he was involved in January 6th. So his lawyer says anything that flowed from that case, given the pardon, should be excluded and inadmissible at trial. Once again, the child porn has nothing to do with January 6th. But when they raided his house because of January 6th, they found the child porn. So he wants to get off the child porn charges.
That's fucked.
Yeah. So just hold that thought, Lockie, for two more lines. Guess what? The Department of Justice has confirmed that in their view, Trump's clemency for January 6 rioters covers all unrelated crimes that were discovered during FBI searches stemming from the attack on the Capitol.
So Trump's is any Democrat going to talk about the fact that Trump's pardon is pardoning child pedophile? Like, we're going to...
Let's find out, shall we?
Please.
Oh, you're not going to find out now. I'm saying over the
next 10 years, probably.
Look, I don't think either of these guys have gotten off yet. But they're going to. They are going to. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say they're going to because a judge might not let it happen. The DOJ, they presented their position to a court seeking to drop guns charges against two January 6s because the guns were found during a January 6 related trial. Exactly the same situation as the child porn person, right?
Yeah.
So first we'll see if they get off. If they get off, the child porn person's going to use them as precedent.
Yeah.
And then will they get off? We'll find out. Maybe some judge might get ornery and go, what?
Yeah.
And then maybe the assassinating the FBI agents guy might get off. Well, we'll find out.
Oh, sorry for all that tax fraud I did. You only found out about it because of Jan 6. So technically, it's fine. That's such a...
We will find out.
Okay,
I
I'm
mean,
getting why you hate it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just yet another example of why I hate the Department of Justice. They're trying this shit on. We'll see if it works. We'll see if the judges allow it. We don't know yet, but the DOJ has now stated their position that pedophiles should get off their charges if the evidence for their crime was gathered because they happen to also be a writer on January 6th. Like I keep saying, the Department of Justice under Trump sucks. Now we get to the main course.
Can I just jump in and say, there's a phrase there that you should never say, which is pedophiles should get off.
That's true.
In any context.
That's a fair point.
Any context.
You still look outraged.
I'm mad. I don't like that. That's bad.
Every single week I'm bringing one of these at the moment. It's an absolute disaster zone what's going on with American law at the moment. And Doge and all this stuff. There's just...
I'm hating the does too, man.
Yeah. The Doge. Next week, you wait till you see what I bring about the reindeer next week. Oh, my God.
Doubling down.
I'll be ringing up on you.
Okay. That was a good palate cleansing pun.